So let's talk about One Punch Man, Season 3. To be honest with you, I don't really know what's there to talk about. Like, this is literally the same thing of Season 2. I don't know what people are expecting out of One Punch Man Season 3. And the story is still the same. The problem here, mainly people are talking about, is bad animation. But even so, in my opinion, that's old news. We've been here for a long time. You know, when One Punch Man first aired, it was being done by JC Staff. They even released the episode was actually leaked early when it first premiered. It was super early, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so amazing!" And then the show came out, and it was even more amazing, and people loved it and stuff. So when season 2 was announced, people were excited, but they found out it was being moved to JC Staff, and it was a coin toss because when it comes to JC Staff and other studios, when they receive a project, it depends who's on staff, whether or not they would make that product of high quality. And as you can see, that's not the case whatsoever. Because looking at this right now, since season 2, it's been everywhere, all over the walls. And I was reviewing it at the time, and I was like, okay, this is not bad. And I was coping so hard. The story was still there. The characters were still there. It's just that the animation was just bad compared to high quality animation. You see, I'm used to watching not so high quality animation in anime a lot, and I'm okay with that. Heck, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer was mostly like became this fight scene for like a slideshow, but I still enjoy it because the characters and the story was very good. But nonetheless, this, however, really does relies on its action when it comes to One Punch Man. It's the action what everyone comes for. And there's more interesting things, like what it is to be a monster, what is you're looking for, what causes people to have these powers in this world. And it seems like there's not enough time to really get in everything out of the season. Like, are we going to finish the martial arc this season, or are we going to get another season in order to finish it? We don't know. And we complain about how the animators are being mistreated there in Japan, but when we don't get the product we like, even if we're not paying for it, we like to crap on the anime a lot, which is kind of ironically hilarious. Like, yeah, we get it sucks, but weren't you not so long ago saying that these poor artists, these animators aren't getting much pay or sleep or anything? So it's like you're feeling sorry for them until it affects something you like. Kind of weird. But yes, I do agree with him. The animation is bad, but what do you expect? Season two's animation was bad, and it's going to continue on. It's by JC Staff. And this is the first time this happened. Remember Seven Deadly Sins? This could have been one of the next big shonen, like not Dragon Ball or Naruto shonen, but Full Metal Alchemist like shonen, to be out there. It could have been the next big thing, but it wasn't. Even though technically it was still airing and finished and everything because it moved to Netflix, and that's when people said everything went downhill because Netflix most of the times chooses not so great studios to do their stuff. So when A1 Pictures was doing it, they dropped it after season 2, and then with season 3 and so on and so forth, Netflix picked it up with Studio Dean, and it's never been the same again. Memes, everything was terrible, the censorship, all of that stuff. Even though they finished it, heck, they even moved on to the sequel series, Knights of the Apocalypse, and it continued on. I am still reading the series as of today. I am up to date with all the chapters of Knights of the Apocalypse, and I'm really enjoying it. But I could not bring myself to ever watch the anime after what happened in season 3 and so on and so forth. I just can't do it. So here we are again. And A1 Pictures is known for doing this a lot. I mean, have you ever heard of a show called Magi? Magi, Magi, about a little symbiote with blue hair. He had a genie with him, and there's Alibaba and Morgana and stuff, and they're going around dungeons, seeing who has potential to become a king or emperor and stuff. That could have been also the next big shonen as well, but it was cut short after season 2. A1 Pictures decided not to continue it after that, unfortunately. And during that time, it was cutting off a lot of projects that could have potential becoming the next big anime. But unfortunately, it never did because of the cutoff from A1 Pictures. Now, Madhouse did the same thing with One Punch Man. People think One Punch Man can still be the next big shonen, which it was coming up to be. Even people who were just mainline anime watchers knew about One Punch Man. It's how big he became for such a simple concept became so great, but maybe that's why it was so popular. It was simple. Simplicity is key, one man once said. But anyways, the fact is that with Studio Madhouse, if it continued to stay on it, it would have been great. But it decided not to. It decided to drop One Punch Man. And people were like, okay, with JC Staff. And then sometime later on, before Season 3 was announced, people thought that Season 3 was going to be animated by the next big studio. What was the one that did Jujutsu Kaisen? I can't remember the studio name right now. Crap. Mappa. There we go, Mappa. And people thought, okay, with Mappa doing it, it'll be amazing. They did stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen and the other stuff. Damn, my mind's jumbled right now. I'm trying to think of Mappa. But anyways, the fact is that was a false rumor. It was still going to be animated by JC Staff. But now, animating Season 3, not only they're doing animation cuts, slideshows, and also censorship, apparently, things are just as good as they're supposed to be. I mean, remember when people were complaining about Mushoku Tensei Season 2? Yes, I'm going to still bring that up. And saying how the animation quality dropped, and of course it did, because they're trying to focus on other things to bring in other projects. That's just how studios work. They don't just focus on one thing, unlike A1 Studios. I'll stop. A1 Pictures, I mean. But anyways, the fact is that the animation was so good, it just wasn't that quality because it was less of an action series. It was more of expedition and character introduction, which was for Season 2. But when the ending came for Season 2 came out, it was very good. Was that quality? No. For Season 1? Of course not, but it was still very good. But this time I see why people will complain. Because it became a mainline series. But it's so controversial, but that animators and production people and producers are coming out on X, and they're stating their grievances, their excuses, and all that stuff about why it's so terrible. The fact is it is what it is, man. I moved on. I knew it was bad. I'm still watching as it is, just to watch it. But that's it. It's not 7 Deadly Sins bad, but it's still around there. And I'm still watching. Am I enjoying it? Not really. I'm just watching for the sake of watching it. I already read the books. I'm up to date on everything, like I said. Even the original drawn out one. I'm up to date on that as well. And I'm just watching just to pass the time. It just sucks because there's a lot of people's favorite arc when it comes to Goro becoming more and more of a monster, his idea of a monster, and the revelation of what's going on behind the universe, and even the shocking reveal of the strongest hero there in their universe. Like, things do get crazy from here on out. The sad part is that it won't be in that glorious animation that people want to see, like with Demon Slayer and everything, which is ironic, because when it comes to Demon Slayer, when you read the manga, it's kind of sloppy. The Demon Slayer manga is kind of sloppy. I remember when I first read it many years ago when it was called Kimetsu no Yaiba, and that's what everyone just called it back then. It was very sloppy, but then the studio of Ufotable just took it like, okay, let's clean this up. And now everyone loves it. So yes, anime does make a series become more popular if it's well animated and well paced, especially well animated. But that's not the case for One Punch Man. It had its chance with Season 1, but Season 2 and 3, it's over. I'm saying this now because there's certain individuals who are milking and farming this over and over again. Every week when an episode drops, they have to make a video just to let us know how terrible it is. It becomes so annoying that I just hide the posts of them for now until the season is over with, because is this all you're going to talk about now? It's just how terrible it is. Like, we get it's terrible. We know it's terrible. We don't need a video after video telling you how terrible it is. And there's also, however, there are rumors of AI is being used in certain in scenes, and it's being censored and stuff. And I see why. with being censored. Do I agree with it? No. But we're in that age now where everything's trying to be censored now. It's just being pushed onto everyone. Unfortunately, I'm tired. And right now, everyone is just upset about it. Me, I'm dead of it all, man. I'm like, I don't care no more, man. It had its run. It's still popular for what it is. And just read the manga. The manga is excellent. Great quality of animation. I mean, see, because in the manga it's so well drawn out, it makes it feel like it's being animated, but it's not compared to the actual anime. But anyways, I digress. There's nothing you can do about this. Just watch it or you don't, man. We're at this point now, past halfway. If you're still watching it, well, that's on you. You're tormenting yourself for no reason. Just don't watch it. Me, I'm watching it just because, and that's it, man. Well, anyways, that's all I got for this video. Tell me what you guys think below. And like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has the Madcrownxox. I'm Anime. Signing out.